One of the very interesting things you guys do, you put out this press release, we're coming to PlayStation 4, the world goes crazy, of course, but then buried down there, you talk about that you're going to have a new HUD.
Yep.
Is this it, or is this just a placeholder for right now while you guys work on it?
This is the first version of the HUD, and you can see that it's not quite complete. We don't have a mini-map.
Right,
you know,
right.
It's version 1. So one of the things that we want to do with the new HUD is make something that's cleaner, faster, works better. That basically we learn from having the game run live for 2.5 years. Also, we want a UI that takes advantages of widescreen format. Our original UI was constrained by the 4:3 aspect ratio of standard def TV, and we want to support modern TVs,
sure.
certainly the PS4.
And of course, one of the main things we also want to do is this UI, this HUD, will be configurable, so you can move things around.
Nice.
We'll come out with a default view that we feel is really solid and a really good way of play.
Yeah.
But we definitely want players, if they want their chat buffer someplace else or their mini map moved around, we're going to give you the freedom to do that, and that's, I think, a big feature for PS4 and
so then,
Super
DC Universe Online, of course, it came to consoles. I'm a console player. It was my first MMO. It's what really hooked me and stole so many hours of my life. Do you think?
Not stole.
I mean, I gave them to you.
I know, really.
Like,
no one was holding anything to your head.
Will you take the GD compliment? All right, I enjoy your game,
These
guys.
were empty hours before that we filled.
Yeah, before I would have just been staring at a wall, talking about Superman. Is this the jump to PS4 and the architecture of the PS4? Is it going to bring like what a PC MMO experience would be? That was one of the things that people knocked you for, PC players especially, was that it felt like a console layout. Is this
on the PC?
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Well, I mean, I think going into what Lauren was just saying about the customizability that we're trying to build into the UI, about how you can move stuff around and scale things and change things. So I think that factors into it in a huge way. People that were on PCs playing MMOs are used to a lot more freedom when it came to the UI, which is something we couldn't really offer on the PS3 at launch. And we're going back and addressing that right now. So yeah, I think it will.
Yeah, one of the targets for this UI overall is also to make not just a widescreen capable UI, but also something that is more tailored to PC. So it's going to hopefully benefit all platforms. And we don't know this yet, but we're also hoping that we can get some memory and some performance on PS3, so the UI feels more responsive and just generally more stable and superior to what it was.
That's an interesting point then. So when we're talking about the new HUD, are we talking about that's coming to PlayStation 4 and PS3s would be similar to, if not the same?
Yeah. Every platform should benefit.
The UI is generally across the board, all platforms.
Yeah.
So it's an improvement across the board on PC, PS3, and PS4.
Okay. And then
Let's say it again. PS4.
PS4.
Yes.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It does.
You finally talk about it.
It feels really good.
Yeah.
Because, it goes back to when I was on Up at Noon.
Yeah.
You asked me this.
I asked you a whole bunch of PS4 questions. Like, I don't know. I got nothing to say. I don't even. It sounds like that'd be cool.
I knew the whole time.
I'm sure you did. You jerk.
I lied
to my
to your face.
So then what does this Switch mean for people like me who, if I'm going to start playing on PS4 with the characters I've already had on PS3, can I still play with my league on PlayStation? Oh,
yes.
There'll be shared servers. The PS3, PS4 will be the same server. So where your leagues are, your friends are.
Yeah.
They're, if you're a day one, adopter,
yeah,
you'll be able to play with your friends, even the ones that remained on the PS3. So it's going to be, it's really going to be seamless.
We didn't want this to be like a painful divorce,
right?
Where it's like you have to choose between mom and dad.
I'm sorry, Super Patriot. I'll see you later.
Exactly. So now we don't want to have to make you make that choice between the console and your friends, and you won't have to.
And I do want to make it clear, we're early on in the process. We have a lot of details that we're working out with SCEA and SCEE. But all of our conversations so far and all of it, it's highly technical in terms of like how we transfer, make sure all the things that you bought on the PS, when you're playing on the PS3, the DLCs, your membership, all those things transfer over, and we hope to have very definitive, descriptions of what this is all going to be. But the intent of everyone involved is that this is a seamless experience for all of our current players, and of course, with things like the new HUD and the improvements that we're hoping to make on the UI side, a benefit to everyone. PC, PS3,
Sure.
and all these great new PS4 players that are going to come. And
Here's what I like about you guys. You got answers. A lot of people you talk to at E3, oh, we're not talking about that at this time, blah, blah, blah. You guys like, we're trying, all right?
yeah, we may not have jobs tomorrow, but we do have.
We're trying this new approach, transparency.
Yeah,
We're gonna see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see that.
Yeah.
It's burned people in the past.
Oh yeah.
What are we targeting for release? Are we trying to be day and date with the holiday release of the PlayStation?
I've been using this term called "we're going to be in the release window."
Okay.
I don't know how large the window is.
The window never
Maybe Lauren
closes.
can yeah.
There's a lot of Wii U launch window games coming out right now still. It's doing great. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're going to try to be as close to launch, if not at launch, as possible. You know,
That's super
until
exciting.
that needs to get firmed up, and that's part of it's outside of our control.
And currently, right now, I mean, there's only a few titles that are going to be on PS4 that are free to play in that window right now. And we are one of them. So we're really excited about that. We're really excited about that.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. PS4. Did we not cover anything about it? I'm telling you right now, you can go.
Did we
start
say,
right now?
Did we say pretty graphics?
We did say pretty graphics.
Okay, good.
We're now saying too that I guess this could. You download it today. You're playing your first PlayStation 4 game. You download it at home right now.
Wow, I never thought about that angle.
Yeah,
We need to get the marketing folks up here.
Every
Play
time you guys
PS4
use it, I need a
today
nickel. Every
with
time you
PS4.
use it, I need a nickel.
All right, that's
Play the
pretty
PS4
good.
today on the PS3.
Yeah, on the
DC
PS3.
Universe Online.
I love it.
There you go. So now, that's not the only reason you drugged me up here.
No,
you
it's
promised
not.
me some news.
I did, and so unless you have any other PS4 questions,
I think I've covered it.
We can let these
Is
guys.
there anything I haven't asked you guys want to talk about
you
for
guys
PS4?
Go ahead and ask the PSN Plus question. I'd love to hear that.
Oh, sure. How does this all play into PlayStation Plus? They're talking about online multiplayer, right? If you're going to play online multiplayer, you need to be a member of PlayStation Plus on the PS4.
Except for DC Universe Online.
Whoa, the news gets better and better.
Tell you what, your first PlayStation 4 game today on the PlayStation 3.
Without a fee.
Yeah, with
right?
no fee. Well, I mean, well,
we are a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
And everyone recognized that, and Yoshida-san confirmed that just in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, he talked about it on Podcast Beyond.